What if the world ended and they just never told us? What if the century we call the 1600s wasn't just forgotten? It was washed away. Because when you look closely, something doesn't add up. Between 1600 and 1700, we find traces of chaos. Not in headlines, those didn't exist, but in fragments. England, 1607, a wall of water floods the Bristol Canal, killing over 2,000. They called it a storm, but modern experts say it moved like a tsunami. The Netherlands, repeated floods overwhelmed dikes that had held for centuries. Whole towns are lost, no rebuild, no records. China and Southeast Asia, rivers change course, entire cities disappear, famine and disease follow. India, Mughal records go dark, their empire falters, crops fail, and no one writes. Why? Russia, the time of troubles, population collapses, floods, famine, plagues, followed by silence. North America, indigenous speak of sky waters and earth rivers that buried everything, not just washed, but swallowed. Now ask yourself, why are so many cities across continents built on top of old ones? Why do we see windows underground, doors half buried, roads raised above the original street line? Why are excavated basements built with exterior architecture? They didn't build underground. They were buried. The mud wasn't a part of the design. It was a part of the event. What happens after a flood this big? You reset. You repopulate the empty world. You send out orphan trains. You rename cities, and you rewrite the timelines. And you never mention what came before. The 1600s weren't just forgotten. They were intentionally buried, physically, culturally, historically. And what follows? A rewritten narrative, a new architecture, a century of world fairs and demolitions, and hundreds of thousands of parentless children shipped across continents to fill the silence. So no, maybe there was no great flood in a single day, but there was a flood, a century-mile-wide one, made of water, of mud, and of memory. And when it was over, the old world was gone, and the new one we live in now was built on top of its bones.